Nsem-Pii TV nie.
Uncle Kwesi Pratt and Edie and Tokwa Afono Amanato Nene Akeka Tennis Miracles Aboagye FCC no squarely ama chese akoye Nsem-Pii na yenke nim se anopade no etwatwa ene se Tennis Miracles Aboagye asendi video yi edi ama Nsem-Pii TV se yemfantum na Ghana fo nyina TV omo na ne omo krom ha nyina obi anhwe bi na hwe propaganda bia oka ho asem se nkofo bi hide behind neutrality na omoye. Now in this video obehu say Uncle Kwesi Pratt bofu den pese o cassette ya Dennis Miracles Aboagye na wa mpene no kra otia no say Uncle I will not shut up, I will respond because in tro and wutwa e de to me so no na Miracles Aboagye me nsa ka video na be bo amatifo ahwe na nsa na no I'm saying by popular request Nsem-Pii TV hefo be brede busa Miracles offering he waware na de yes the man when Yakwalasa born 27 February 1985 this year no 39 enkopo yadman next year next 40 years or onko dama akoma 4 yes I name so free Eastern region I serve as municipal chief executive for Kupon in Dennis Miracles Aboagye CA or presidential staffer and working at the office of the presidency. Are in charge of local government in decentralization in sense now executive secretary to the president with regards to interministerial committee on more as in Miracles. He has a rich CV including a marketing certificate from UK NECIMG Ghana you made a video the amaye or see Ghana for na mohe Kwesi Pratt suban odan edi Ghana ha why no takra wodum aso ha na so no na onu kwa ne nim tribu pa ehori trim yenhwe video Miracles Aboagye ama Nsem-Pii TV yasaka no enanwumre.
Professor ya Okasai International Department University of Cape Coast wan kase Okasama utag and also Okasama nat anabibia ono nadwene eno che number wo Miracles awo studio ha okan professor na de wie no ana wo kase egbaifo ku ewo adisua aso yinara all the teacher friends say omo yina foa.
I haven't said that.
Okay.
I haven't said that.
Masa, okay.
Masa,
okay. That is what
I'm here. No.
Masa, shut up and let me finish.
I'm going to say, you're not being fair. You're lying right in my face. I won't try to I said I didn't say that. Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
Stop what you.
No, but I didn't say that.
It's up to you.
I will not allow you to do that. No.
Get your chance.
So correct it.
I won't correct it because
I won't correct it. I will try to me so once I'm
Sana okay.
Man can say.
Kasa professor no Okase he's speaking for.
Yes, we say on Kasa, we say professor no Kasa managrad for.
But is that not true?
Let me say.
Is that
no?
Does he speak for now?
But who said he said he spoke for you? I never said that. Man Kasa how many say? Man correcting no because who try to man correcting no. How kind man Kasa? Oh man Kadia then let me turn on try to Daniel for the records. What I said was that
Masa,
the leadership
I'm not going to allow you to misbehave in this studio.
You cannot
misbehave in this studio.
They have worked with Napo personally and they are giving testimony. I have never said
why is that?
The outcome is false. I even told you one of your sister friends saying radio stations heard the president of Nagrat. I won't sit here for you to lie right in my face. It won't work.
Masa and Miracles.
Which one I correct it? Uncle Kwesi, with all due respect, I can tell you that. I tell you with all due respect. Which one I correct it? And then Canada.
Yeah, bahi na ya try say di obuo ebe yaduma.
Pepe.
What can someone me no nya adwum?
But me twan to so. It's one me kan ka ba kwa ye ntro. I'll withdraw. Tell me one that's a lie, I'll withdraw.
Ya frɛ ye ho akohwefo ni ade. That is insulting.
I withdraw some I haven't called you up. Say wait transfer to me so it's not the same as your trophy. Wait transfer to me so it's not the same as your trophy. And yet the same. Uncle Kwesi, I can also understand the issue so.
Are you allowing this?
Yes, because you lied on me and I won't allow that. You have lied on me. Right in my face. Mami correct you as well, mami quiet. What be that? Maintain and transfer to me so because you are 71 and I'm younger. when I have respected you, I didn't lie. And someone be careful now. Tell me one that I have lied to you. I have respected you enough.
No.
A lot. Even as we are. I mean,
it's not allowed.
Because I spoke the truth. Because I said you are gaslighting the young people. How is that a lie?
Dennis, oh,
how?
Yes.
When you are lying to me, you should rather you are lying about
Dennis,
me. No, but what you want to me so me correct you as a man correct.
Points noted.
Masa, Mwankasa and Mababonti Abekache and say, mo the free HS bill co parliament. Send a beya say NDC for the Kunumu about Rumwa. Woman to me and free SHS. I say anything.
What kind of document we has about what kind way? We are okay. What kind way? He say, yes, say, you're the bill co parliament. Send a NDC about being what kind way? Where did you read this? Where did you read this? Say, yes, say, NDC for bad being one. What kind way?
Dennis, but your mammy did why? What about Manimopo?
Manimopo.
Sorry. Manimopo, mammy.
Masa, you know, Nikruma. And a mere Nimia, a friend, a female marking. Ebeka say NDC for pesa free SHS bill no. Essence woman ba woman to me a be free SHS no. One anti same way.
We say you are no as a rhetoric.
We man saying.
Okay,
we man saying. One anti same way. I really clear. Enti mo na mo kasa asem no. Na asemwa mu ni arehemu ni jedi. Say mbetumi edi nkunim. Na mo so say NDC for beba no omuba, omuba besisa free SHS na asemwa. In any case, Sabiel Neban Cardinal Mekachel is not just about free SHS. And number one dosu. Adia Bakwa was Sabiel Dumwa Yati. And they say terminal point in secondary education, a beba SHS senior high school, just say basic education, the senior high school. A major fundamental reform of education, the educational structure and system. It's not just about free SHS. Now, my dream is here proper stakeholder consultation. And some yet me sir.
Journalists bien wo ye neutral, wo mon kan okurenti, anom ko hye neutral chi, me to me neutral. Neutral me ma bo akro. Me share radio asibesi ne makano kura kire mo, me ye NPP ni. Enya me na me ye Messi Jahire vote for MPP. The party is for you. Let me show no the same trim, no the ram trim, no the ram sadet here. Also the NDC the ram with trim you woman you can say. When you me ya no mo tui, woman national party anthem. From victory on to victory, the NDC Charlie. Sadet here Jiwala Kaboy from 1992 and one more to achira mo meya drums NDC for. Sefa kan tuwe wa MPP ni Sanetie Captain Smart wa MPP da wa NDC ni mapa ya tu about 2016 no support jo mama na support Akufo-Addo sani ye nyina tie ye nka no kora ni ye nyina ho to yayi ana me ye neutral na neutral wo bia nya neutral Joy from Fonya neutral we say joy for almost set agenda bi we for the records me no omo di besia ni ye nyina be ka no kora
weekend
ai Sanatia, it me say, me to me MPP ni mapa. Now so me MPP ni me nationalist at heart. Me to become against Romo. Se me bin ko ya. Me mapa, me ya can't remember. In fact, card no kwa mo me.
Me say, in the year 2000 to 2008, Ghana, we were on the right path. Ghana ye here na say e be ma MPP aban say ato aso biem. In spite of difficulties I encountered in 2008, the same thing Uncle Kwesi Anope. Sa Uncle Kwesi in the year 2008. If I'm starting in 2003, 2004, 2005, between 2009 and 2013, they went silent. This is to the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs were not here between the year 2001 and 2008 now. Ebia, almost say Ebia Uncle Kwesi and some other people are talking. Or maybe so, oh, these are neutral minds. These are people who are and I'm saying it as a matter of fact. In fact, Ope almost supported the NDC in a lot of their propaganda, spin and skew against MPP Aban under President Kufuor. Uncle Kwesi Pratt. And we will not allow it. Means that but you see, the new MPP would never allow anybody to gas.
What happened? Well, I'm not too sure about the difficulty of the choice. I think anybody who has followed our politics, and you are a great historian, you know, your memory about the past and the issues that happened in the early hours or early days of our political dispensation is quite perfect. If you followed the NPP tradition and where we have come from and where we have gotten to, and the unique selection of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and you really wanted to connect history to tradition, it wouldn't have been difficult to think that first the selection of the running mate must be something that should take a certain region into consideration and the tradition of the party into consideration. We were in the early days of the formation of UP from NLM and NPP, the Northern People's Party, whereby the Northern People's Party had a majority in parliament, and then NLM came with just, you know, the minutest of the number. And yet the NPP, Northern People's Party, ceded their majority seat position to the NLM. Today, you have a reverse situation. You have those, quote unquote, from the Northern People's Party, you know, tradition, represented by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, coming in with minority seats in parliament, so to speak, and those from the NLM side coming with majority seat in parliament, and yet they decided to elect, you understand, they decided to elect the somebody from the minority side to be their leader. And interestingly, in those days, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's father was part of the key architects for the formation of NLM. Dr. Osofri Yakuto's father was the face of NLM, and he was the face for that, you know, collaboration between NLM and the NPP. And yet, Dr. Bawumia's father and the Northern People's Party people decided to stay behind and give the chance to the NLM fraternity. And today, you have the same, you know, repetition. Dr. Bawumia is there, and Bafo Akoto's son, Dr. Osofri Akoto, also contested the election. And this tradition decided that let us flip the coin and give the opportunity to those from the minority, and those of us from the majority will stay behind. And those in the minority who have been, you know, put in the front position decided that let's go to NLM and pick somebody from NLM to be the running mate. And Dr. Matupuku Prempeh is coming from Manhyia. NLM was birthed at Manhyia, and this time around we have somebody also from Manhyia, a typical NLM tradition, who is the running mate to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So it's a rebirth of the UP tradition. When we say UP tradition, the amalgamation of NLM and the other smaller parties, and then NPP. Today we have seen another rebirth. It's more or less a reincarnation of the UP tradition. And that is why I agree with you that the unity of the NPP is going to be stronger, and the process is going to assume an acceleration more than what other people may think. So every single NPP person should be happy, because we are having a kind of leadership and a ticket today that represents the true foundations of the party. And for me, that is what satisfies me. It gives hope to everybody that it's a matter of time. Everyone will have a representation in the NPP. And so I don't think it was difficult for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to decide on who to become the running mate. Of course, we needed to allow time to define the moments and how we go about it based on the dictates of the Constitution. And lo and behold, by the grace of God, the New Patriotic Party has gone to National Council, selected a running mate. And I am not too old, so to speak, in the NPP, but I followed the selection of running mate. I remember when Dr. Bawumia was being selected, was it at Alisa Hotel?
Same place, same Alisa.
No, Fiesta or Alisa? Alisa Hotel.
2008.
More or less went into the night.
Late in the night.
Late in the night.
It took Kufuor to settle it.
Exactly. It was not an easy decision, but this one has been the smoothest, if I can remember. And I remember when Dr. Bawumia was selected, the kind of comments that greeted the selection. Opposition here and there, we won't agree, we won't accept it. Same with Alhaji Lumbama of blessed memory. We have not seen that with the selection of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. You've seen unanimous acceptance of the candidacy of Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. That shows that it's a ticket or it's a selection that more or less everybody is happy with it.
Is that what happened that we were not there at the National Executive? Was it?
Oh,
the executive meeting ended very quickly, so I assume that it was just approved.
It was a smooth process.
National Council also ended before 6 o'clock.
No, look, the entire
one
process,
of the shortest National Council
the entire
meetings.
process did not last for more than 2 hours.
Was President Akufo-Addo there?
Yes, the shortest. The entire process did not last for more than 2 hours. I remember very well when Dr. Bawumia was selected.
Oh, that went into the night.
It was. You understand? But look at this selection. It has been very smooth. It also shows the kind of confidence the party and the leadership of the party have in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and the kind of respect they accord to him, that we believe and respect your judgment. Once you've come with a decision, we're all in anticipation. We've perused whatever you presented to us, and we think that is the best for us to go with.
Okay, you've made the traditional case for it, but let's look at the political case for it. Why is Matthew Opoku Prempeh a better choice in this election where the NPP is seeking something that has not happened in Ghana's Fourth Republic to secure a third-term victory? Akufo-Addo nearly got it in 2008. He didn't, so it's not part of the record. What is the political choice in making Matthew Opoku Prempeh the running mate?
I think the political choice, comes in varied shades. If you are a candidate and you want to select a running mate, the overarching idea is that you win the elections and you run your government with the person. So all those virtues and attributes that anybody will expect from a running mate. And the vice president gives some indication in his interview with the African Watch that you must trust the person must be loyal, competent, hardworking, and the two of you must be compatible. I think Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, satisfies all of this. He has those kind of traits. But beyond that, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not just in to be a ceremonial, presidential candidate. He wants to win the elections. So who do you think can complement you in terms of drawing in votes to win the elections? And in drawing in votes, there are two sides of it. First, you need to think about how you are going to consolidate your gains, and then how you're going to bring outsiders also to your fold. But what is important to the NPP is that we need at all material points in time to consolidate our gains. If you study the electoral history, NPP has never lost elections in this country from 2000 with less than 47% of the Ghanaian votes. Anytime we lost, the lowest we have gone to is 47%. NPP has lost elections in this country with 49+%. Unlike the NDC has gone to 43%, 44%, and they have hovered around that. It tells you that the core typical base of the NPP in this country is far above that of the NDC. And so if you have a core typical base of the party, that constitutes between 47 and 49% of the Ghanaian electoral college. It means that you have to consolidate your gains there. If you're able to do that, inspire confidence, inspire hope in the party, do away with disgruntled party people, do away with despondency, automatically you have 47 to 49%. All that you need
before you start.
So
that on December 6th, you are starting at 47.
That is it. If you follow the electoral history, NPP on average, okay, if we're able to work so hard to consolidate our gains, you start with 47 to 49%. We've never gone below 47% in this country since 2000. Unlike the NDC, that has done 43%, and that has been their area they operate. So if you're able to consolidate your gains, it means that you start the election with...
What is the meaning of consolidating your gains?
Making sure that the people in your party, none, not a single one of them, decides that for A reason or B reason, I'm not going to sit at home. I'm not deciding that I won't vote. You know, in politics, people have expectations.
You're trying to rekindle, you're trying to fight off apathy.
Exactly. People have expectations. When those expectations are not met, so many decisions come to play, apathy and all of that. And MPP suffered that in 2008. In 2008, the first round, if he had had more, about 30,000 votes more.
Now show on my YouTube channel.
Be the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.